Hi, good morning. Today's topic is classification and tabulation. What is meant by classification? Classification is the process of arranging things or items in groups or classes according to their resemblance and affinities and give expression to the units of attributes that may subsist amongst the diversity of individuals. Lots of classifications are there. Geographical classification. It is according to place, area, or region. Chronological classification. It is according to the lapse of time, example monthly, yearly, daily, etc. Qualitative classification. Data are classified according to the attributes of subjects or items, example sex, qualification, color, etc. Quantitative classification. Data are classified according to the magnitude of the numerical values, example age, income, height, weight, etc. Broadly, there are six objectives of classifications are there. To present the facts in a simple manner, to highlight the items which possess or do not possess certain attributes or qualities, to provide help in making comparison between the items, to find out mutual relationship between certain measures and their effects, to present the data in manner which is suitable for further treatment, to provide basis for tabulation. What we are going to understand by the concept of qualitative classification in the sense the classification on the basis of certain attributes or some qualities of items which cannot be measured quantitatively. Different types of classifications are classification according to attributes, simple or twofold or dichotomous classification, multiple classification, quantitative classification, that is the classification according to variate values. Manifold classification. Classification criteria based on two or more factors, that means attributes, is known as a multi-factor classification. In this type of classification, first the data is going to be arranged as classification into two or more classes on the basis of one factor. For each component classification, further classification is done on the basis of second factor and so on. What we are going to understand the concept from open-end in a grouped data. If in a grouped classes, the lower limit of the beginning class is not specified or the upper limit of the highest class is not specified, it is known as a grouped data with open-end classes. The different characteristics of classifications. Exhaustive. These classes should be such that they cover every item of the set, that is, they should also be complete, the non overlapping. For instance, for material status, the classes should be married, unmarried, widow, widower, divorcee, deserted. Stability. Classification should be uniform or standardized so that the results are comparable at different occasions or in different studies. Flexibility. Classification should be amenable according to different situations or requirements of study. Homogeneity. The units of measurement of the classes should be same. Also, like unit only be accompanied in one class. Suitability. Classification be done according to the objective of the study only. For instance, to study the financial status of people, it will be useless to classify them according to their skin color or hair color. Arithmetically accuracy. The sum of number of units in all classes should be equal to the total number of units. Also, in case of observations, the sum of observations in all classes should be equal to the sum of all observations. Tabulation means it is the process of presenting data collected through survey, experiment, or record in rows and columns so that it can more easily be understood and can be used for further statistical analysis. Title, captions and stubs, body, prefactorial, source note. Standard table or it should be suitable for the purpose. Clarify and completeness of table is necessary. Table should be adequate size. Units of measurements should be specified. Logical arrangement of items. Total and subtotals be given. Requisites of a standard table are it should be suitable for the purpose, clarify and completeness of table is necessary, table should be adequate size, units of measurements should be specified, logical arrangement of items, total and subtotals be given. The main purposes of tabulation are to present the haphazard data in a simple and concise manner, to save space, to show the trend of data if any, to facilitate comparison of data, to detect errors and omissions of data if any, to facilitate the process of statistical analysis, to know the source of data. The main difference of classification and tabulation means classification is meant for arranging the data into characteristics or groups, whereas each group has the number of items attached to it. In case of variables, it is the given in the form of frequency distribution. Whereas in tabulation, it is the logical and symmetric arrangement of data in rows and columns. In a table, data may be presented in a modified form as well. Example in percent, proportion, total or average values, etc. Original table or classification table. In an original table, the data are presented in the same form in which they are collected. Derivative table. In a derivative table, the data are not presented in its original form, but the values based on original observations are presented. For instance, totals for different classifications, the means, percentages, ratios, or proportions, etc., are presented in a derivative table. Thank you.